I'm Lee Rankin. I am one of the project officers for Biodiversity Boost, which is funded by the National Heritage Lottery. Working for Northumberland Wildlife Trust.
My name's Derek Ems. I'm an entrepreneurial environmental engineer.
What we're doing here today, we're doing some reed bed management. The reeds were planted back in 2003.
Well, we're making new habitats for different birds to come and thrive in the environment here.
We're going into the reed beds, cutting some channels through just to diversify the habitats a little bit, create some marginal habitat and sort of just do some reed bed management. But the reeds that we're actually cutting and removing from the site, we're going to transplant elsewhere just to enhance other habitats on site.
We're re-establishing bunds, so we're going to be transporting the stuff that we collect to certain parts of the pond, which they will obviously next year, or this year is coming, this growing season. When the growing season starts to kick in, the plants will send out little shoots and they should start to grow in the middle of where we are working.
It causes a little bit of disturbance obviously when we're in there, but we do it at this time of year to avoid things like breeding birds and things like that, so we try to do it at times of the year when we cause the minimum of disturbance.
We're already gone because there's, for some reason birds and animals don't really react very well to human beings.
We also have a good population of marsh harriers on site, which roost in the reed beds, so we're timing the work when the marsh harriers are actually out and about sort of foraging.
They're already well gone by the time we get the machine even switched on. So
as soon as it starts to get dark and the marsh harriers come back, we back off site.
There's a massive amount of reeds to be cut, but also that it's almost nigh impossible to do what we're doing without the power of a machine. It probably wouldn't get done actually if it wasn't for the truck saw. She's got a lovely name, her name's Gertrude. It's amphibious, goes over land and goes into water. It floats, it's got hulls, it acts like a boat or a paddle steamer. So it has two sources of being able to operate in different environments. Pretty much the only machine that I'm aware of that manages wetlands, especially here in the north of England.
We're drifting them out into the open water just to store them. Then we'll take them out of the South Pool and we'll transplant them onto the North Pool. The North Pool was originally designed to be an area of extensive reed bed, but because there's so much open water, the reeds that are there aren't getting a chance to establish. There's too much wave action, the sediments aren't getting a chance to settle, so the reeds don't get to grow. What we're trying to do with the material we're cutting out is making sort of an area of bunds, just to break up that wave action and get some more reeds in there and just expand those existing areas of reed bed.
It's phenomenal to see how quickly we can regenerate an environment and get it back to something that resembles nature, because it does resemble it, and it's not natural, but it does resemble it, and it looks a much better environment than the scar landscape that's left behind from coal mining.
This is just part of the bigger Biodiversity Boost Project. We've got sort of all sorts of other projects going on sort of the East Chevington, West Chevington and up at Hawksley, and we're working on a massive range of habitats from sort of woodland to grassland to ex-arable fields, which we're gradually sort of like reverting to a wilder state. We're looking at sort of creating more areas of species-rich grassland. So it's this individual project with the reeds is just part of a bigger picture, and we're trying to sort of encourage other landowners nearby to be a little bit more sympathetic towards wildlife, so we can actually sort of like spread and create a wilder landscape within the George Bay area.
It proves to me that we can repair what damage we've done.